I don't like sand. It's cold. It's rough. It gets everywhere. I don't like your acting. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Rounds of the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I am Eric.
And today we're going to talk about Lion King. This film stars Donald Glover as Simba, Beyonce as Nala, James Earl Jones returning as Mufasa.
Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar.
John Oliver Zazu, Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, Billy...
Not Idol.
Eilish. Duh. Billy Eichner as Timon. You know what this movie's about. It's The Lion King.
If you don't know what The Lion King is, you're
Get
obviously
the fuck
born
outta here.
like within the past few years.
So this is the live action remake of The Lion King. It's just another animated version. Let's talk about the good. The aesthetic. I mean, the
movie looked really good.
Looked fantastic. I mean, Jon Favreau in the special effects department.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the same people he worked with Jungle Book, because Jungle Book looked good too. But this looks really good.
It looked phenomenal.
You get the same music in it.
It's pretty much the same songs.
They throw a little new stuff in there. I don't know why they do that. James Earl Jones back. That's.
You could hear his age a little bit, but still wonderful voice talent.
I mean, to me, Morgan Freeman gets so much love because of his narration.
Yeah.
But that's not voice acting. There's a difference.
There's a total difference between narration and voice acting. And voice acting does not get near enough credit that it should.
Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner, I thought, did a great job as Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah, they were
big shoes to fill.
Funny.
There was some funny moments in this, like when the Impala, it stayed pretty true to the original. They threw in like a little sexual thing with Nala and Scar.
Not Nala.
Not Nala. They threw in a little sexual thing with Sarami. And Scar. Where was that line in this movie? Toss that to the bed. You ready to talk to the bed?
I think so.
Talk about the bed? Speaking of Circle of Life, I wouldn't have minded if they switched up the way Mufasa got killed.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, if Scar was like, all right, here you go. I know this spot. And he leads Simba here. And there's these lion poachers or something. To the white man's village. The rich white man village. Don't at me. I'm not rich. And I would never hunt a lion. Unless it was with my bare hands. Some of the acting, man, was like...
Oh, it was stale.
Donald Glover was flat to me in this movie.
Yeah, he didn't really show a lot of
very
emotion.
Emotionless. I didn't like Matthew Broderick either as Simba.
But he still did the better job in this role.
And then... Oh my God, I'm going to stir up that beehive.
Oh, Lord.
Beyonce, fantastic voice.
Yeah. Great singer.
Love her to death.
But... I'll say it. Her performance in this wasn't quite an A to me. I would say it was a B just because she is the queen bee, but it was more of a B minus.
I'd like to plead the fifth. I didn't have a problem with Scar.
Chiwetel did a pretty decent job.
But it wasn't Jeremy Irons, man.
No.
It wasn't. Jeremy
so
Irons.
Iconic.
Be prepared.
What happened to the Be Prepared song?
They had it in there a little bit.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
But it was more spoken than sang.
Be prepared.
You get the Fugazi drawn out, Be Prepared. I don't know if I like that he didn't actually have an ongoing relationship with the hyenas. Like in the original.
Yeah, they kind of changed that a little bit.
Yeah, he just kind of shows up and says, hey, you're going to work with me.
Yeah, all right. I mean, there's 60 of us to one of you. It wasn't a problem.
No Mufasa.
It wasn't a problem in the end. You're like a malnourished Mufasa. He wasn't. A little drawn up.
Was he the younger brother? Because he looked old and haggard.
I thought that the girl who played young Nala was fantastic. I thought she did a good job.
Young Simba actually did an okay job, in the singing at least.
I thought the young Simba did all right, but when Mufasa died, I didn't get that same emotion that I got when Jonathan Taylor Thomas did it. I don't know why. It just didn't connect with me the way that movie did. And I didn't go in. I went into this movie the same way I go into all these reheated Disney movies with an open heart. I mean, of course you have to compare it to the original. You have to. But it was longer. It wasn't magical.
It was pretty drawn out. You get a lot of landscaping.
I mean, I'd watch The Revenant if that's what I wanted to watch. And you get a better action scene in that. There's just something in that magic in those movies. Okay, we've moved away from, hand-drawn cartoons and stuff like that. The last we got of that from Disney was Winnie the Pooh. Before that, I mean, the bigger movie would have been The Princess and the Frog, which is fantastic. But even now, we've moved into the realm of where Disney just animates their movies, computer animated. And Frozen was great too. I mean, it's musical.
It was pretty much the same movie for the first 30, 40 minutes.
I'm over it. I've been over it. Like, everybody loved Beauty and the Beast, and I didn't see anything that special in it.
I mean, it was all right. I liked it.
That's what all these movies are, though, are just all right. I don't want an all right movie, man. I grew up in the 90s. You know how spoiled I was? I had a great movie to go see every week. I want to go see Pulp Fiction. I want to go see Forrest Gump. See Braveheart. Movies that I shouldn't have been able to see, and I still went and saw. And even the horror movies in the 80s and 90s that weren't that good in retrospect, but at that time were fantastic.
Yeah.
I call these movies production line movies. And that's what Marvel's becoming to me, too. Not Endgame, but like the sub-movies. I'm over this shit. Give me something new. I got on my computer right now. Right now. Shit you could watch. Blow your mind.
That's just like Hollywood overall lately. For the past decade or more.
Oh yeah, it's been a trend since the early 2000s.
Non-original.
Yeah.
The only original stuff we've really gotten has been out of Jordan Peele.
That's why it was so successful. I mean, it's a good movie. Get Out was a good movie. Even Us was... some people loved it. I wasn't one of those people, but I didn't hate it. But it's different. It's not what you're used to seeing.
And people
that's why
are hungry
people
for
responded to it. And it's not just that it's diverse. I mean, that plays a large part in it, too, because then there's representation. But it's also a different kind of story.
And something new. It's not something borrowed. It's not something blue. It's...
I've gone on a rant here.
I mean, what do we have left for the bad? The hyenas.
Hyenas.
The hyenas sucked.
Yeah, they weren't like... Where's Whoopi? Couldn't bring Whoopi back for this?
I mean, come on.
I'm interested to hear what your score is.
I'd only score... Remember. I'd only score it 7-3.
Oof. I don't know what I scored Aladdin. It should be the same score. Visually stunning, but in 10, 15 years, is it still going to be that? I don't know. 6.3 out of 10. If you like this video, press that like. Press that subscribe. And we will check you out next time. Only on the rounds of... That's it. It's my Tommy Wiseau.
They did not hit that to subscribe.